Hi guys, it's Prischu from prischu.com back here again, and this morning I am up and about early at the very popular Cafe Onion here in Seoul. So Cafe Onion is a very popular cafe that attracts very long queues. I actually tried to come here a couple of days ago, but I was too late at about 8 a.m. and 8 a.m. plus the queues here are already pretty insane at about 1 hour wait for a dine-in and 30 minutes wait for a takeaway. If you really want to visit Cafe Onion, my strategy would be to arrive early because at about 6:45 a.m. there is a very short queue of people waiting for the cafe to open, but there is no line inside as the cafe still has not opened its doors. Their opening time is 7 a.m. So you turn up earlier in order to try and beat the queues. So this morning, I made sure that I came extra early before the cafe opened at 7 a.m. Yeah, I know Singaporeans will probably say this is super kiasu, but then, well, sometimes you have to be damn kiasu in order to get what you want, right? So when I got here about 6:45, 6:50 a.m. in the morning, there was a very short queue waiting outside, and when they opened their doors at 7, we went straight in. At 7 a.m., we were able to just walk straight inside without any queue. I was pretty excited and eager at this point, and I'd hoped that I'd beaten the queues. This is the selection of breads at Cafe Onion at about 7:15. So now I am waiting around for more items to come out of the bakery before we can finally get our selections and eat. Considering the popularity of this cafe and the number of my friends who are eating here, I must say I definitely cannot wait to try their food and see how good it is. I have heard great reviews and a lot of great things about this cafe, and I really can't wait to eat the food. I will see you in a little bit after I have eaten. So for now, this is Prischu from prischu.com. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and until then, I will catch up with you again. This super sugary and sinful snowy white mountain is Cafe Onion's signature item. Apart from the snowy mountain, they have a whole range of items such as pistachio croissants, chocolate scones, chocolate buns, as well as savory items like pizza, bread, and hot dog. My selection of most of the breads come out closer to 7:30 to 7:40 a.m. If you really want to beat the queue and turn up at 7, you probably have to be prepared that there are only about 2 to 3 choices for you to opt for. If you are willing to wait longer for more breads to come out, you can wait inside the cafe near the counter. But when we did this, we waited close to after 8 o'clock for most of the bread options to come out. But 8 o'clock is not a good time to visit Cafe Onion because there is a long line that builds up outside after 8. So I will say probably 7:30 is the best time to visit Cafe Onion if you really want the best of both worlds. Inside, the cafe is beautiful and really reminds you of a traditional Korean house. The ambience is lovely but a bit crowded for my liking, but the setting is very Insta-worthy and photo-worthy, and I will say I pretty much enjoyed my time there except for the queues. This is the queue for the counter at about 8:30 a.m. Because we took too long to wait for the breads to come out, we ended up having to queue up. So we waited about 20 to 25 minutes from the time we joined the back of the queue to the time we paid for our bread. At least we already had booked our seat, so we didn't have to wait around for a seat. That was the advantage about turning up early, I guess. These are the options that we selected. It looks like a lot. Now let's get to the taste review and see if they taste good. So I am trying this bread, which is Cafe Onion's signature item, and while I will say it's quite sweet, the flavor and texture is also pretty nice, and I recommend it for everybody who has a sweet tooth. So this one is good. So let me try the chocolate croissant. I would say the chocolate bread is a little bit hard to cut, but then in terms of the flavor, you get the chocolate on the exterior and it's plain bread inside, which kind of balances it out and makes the chocolate not too sweet. Let's move on to the sausage hot dog item now. So this is the chili sausage hot dog. So it's slightly spicy, and if you're looking for something savory, I would say this is a pretty good option. Like the chili adds some spice, and then the sausage meat inside helps to balance out the textures and flavors of the bread so that you're not eating all bread. Overall, quite good. Okay, now let's move on to the plain croissant. So usually I enjoy croissant, so that's why I selected this option. So let's see, it seems quite buttery and flaky. It's very crispy. The pastry is buttery and light. Overall, it's a very easy to eat croissant, and I would say that I pretty much enjoy it. It also tastes fresh because it was just baked a couple of hours ago. And now, the last item on my plate is the caramel cake. So, being salted caramel, I would say that I think this is going to be pretty sweet, but let's see. Okay, the caramel is pretty sweet, but I don't think that it's sickly sweet. I was actually expecting something sweeter. I don't quite know how to put or describe this taste. Okay, so here's a selection of the items from Cafe Onion, and there are a lot more items out there if something else is what you prefer. There is a wide range of things from pizza breads to avocado toast to chocolate to strawberry to plain croissants. So whatever you want to eat, feel free to take your pick. I really love how the setting and ambience is so special and really reminds you of a traditional Korean house. Okay, so I have finished trying all the items at Cafe Onion, and after eating more than one bite, I will say that there are a few items that are a bit jelak, such as the caramel cake and the sugary panettone that is basically their signature item. I can eat a few bites, but I really feel like I cannot eat more than that. The best items, in my opinion, is definitely the croissant and the chili cheese sausage bun. The chili sausage bun is really good if you want something for breakfast that is not too rich or sinful. The spicy chili and the meaty sausage really goes well together. But some of the other items is really best shared, especially those containing chocolate or sugar. You really cannot eat too much at one go. I usually consider myself as having a pretty sweet tooth, but I really could not handle more than a few bites of these because it is just way too rich. Overall, I would say that the ambience is beautiful, the setting looks lovely, and the building is quite special. In terms of the food, it is yummy enough but super Instagrammable. I really couldn't stop taking photos of the very colorful breads. Now, when we exited the cafe at about 9 a.m., we could really see the queue building up. At 9 a.m. onwards, you probably have to expect to wait close to an hour or even more if you want to head into the cafe. I would say the food is definitely not worth an hour or more wait, but if you really want to beat the queues, listen, you can actually order a takeaway and you sit outside to eat rather than sitting inside the cafe. This is for those who really want to try the food, and you can cut the wait to half an hour. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Prischu from prischu.com. If you enjoyed what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Until then, I will catch up with you next time. See you and bye-bye. This is the address if you are looking to visit Cafe Onion at Anguk in Seoul. It is a very easy walk from the Anguk subway station.